Good morning, everybody. It's about 6 degrees here in Minnesota. Today I'm gonna partially smoke a pork roast and then we're gonna finish it off in the roaster. This is one of the roasts from the pigs that I butchered earlier this year. Okay, I'm just going to cold smoke that for, I don't know, 3-4 hours, and then I'm going to put it in the roaster. That first pan was apple, and this one is hickory. I'm going to give it a little bit of bite. I just pulled that roast off the smoker. Now I'm going to wrap it up in foil and I'm going to let it sit for about 20 minutes to a half hour before I put it in the roaster. There we go. That seems to really let that smoke flavor kind of get into the meat there, so I'll be back in just a little bit. I'm going to get this in here and get it cooking. I'm only going to do it on about 300 degrees, maybe a little bit less. And then after, I don't know, an hour or so, I'm going to go out and do a little bit of harvesting out of the garden, even though it's winter time. Okay, so now we're out in the garden. It's the latter part of December right now. I mean, Christmas is next week, so usually we've got over a foot of snow on the ground, but I've said it before in my videos, the kale just always seems to look alive, so I'm going to pick some of this. I'm going to get some of those frozen collard green leaves, and then of course the best time anyway is after they freeze, the Brussels sprouts. So I'm going to pick some of these, throw that in the pan with that roast, and just let it soak up all the flavors. I'm also going to add some of the frozen carrots that I got out of the garden earlier this year. Just chopped them up and threw them into the freezer. Throw in a little bit of onion here. Same thing, this came out of the garden. I just cut it up, bagged it, threw it in the freezer. Cut up a few garden potatoes from earlier this year. Okay, cover that up. Come check it in about 3 hours. I just want to give this meat a little bit of a taste. That is really good. It needs a little bit of salt. Slight little smoky taste. Very delicious. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. And see you guys on the next video. Okay, so I just ate most of that plate. I couldn't eat all of it at all, but I think that this might be the best pork meal that I made from the homegrown pork and everything. Everything was awesome. The potatoes were great. I mean, the kale and the collards are still kale and collards, but they had a great taste. The pork was phenomenal. This was a really delicious meal.